Planning for any kind of job hunt is an essential and unavoidable part of the process. This will involve basic stuff such as knowing what sort of job you want to go for, perhaps only an outline at the start, having an idea of where you want to be geographically located, what the salary range needs to be, and so on. Then you should have some idea of your job search strategy. The fact that you're looking at this suggests that you buy into my recommended method, but even if you don't, you ought to be clear about where you're going and how you intend to get there. But even more important than these things is what's going on inside your head. Psychological preparation is the key to success in most spheres of life and work, never more so than when you consider the significance of any job change. In today's tutorial, I'll be giving you some suggestions about how to make this a foundation of your planning and preparation. This is day 10 of the 40-day job search. Hello, I'm Neil Grant, the person behind the Vocation Master Training Programme, and I help you do better work. If you're looking for an employed position with a private sector organisation, you've come to the right place, because I'm going to show you how to transform your professional future by taking complete control of your next job search. Everything you'll be learning in this tutorial series is taken from my complete job search masterclass. You'll find syllabus and enrolment details for that at my website, where you can also take advantage of my free Job Interview Secrets video course. You get 3 hours of information, advice and action plans that go straight to the heart of my job interview strategy. I used to charge $99 for this short course, but I'm now making it available to you without any charge whatsoever. This is partly to say thank you for showing interest in what I do, but it's also an insight into how I work. If you want to nail any kind of job interview, you can't afford to miss out on this unique material. Just go to vocationmaster.com for free and immediate access. Now, if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe and consider sharing it with other job searchers in your network. Thank you. I really appreciate your help in supporting my channel. Alright, those the promotional messages out of the way. So let's make a start on preparing for job search success. There are 2 distinct types of people when it comes to planning. At one end of the spectrum are those who are assiduous and dedicated in preparing for the adventure that's about to come, and in as much detail as possible. Then there are the people who do things by the seat of their pants, the improvisers who like nothing more than to react to events as and when they come along. Now, of course, there are lots of people who sit somewhere in the middle, but as I'm limiting my analysis to just 2 groups, I'm happy to generalise about planners and pantsers. Incidentally, the term Panzer was coined in the publishing world for writers who choose to put pen to paper, or fingers to keyboard more likely, without doing any planning at all. They come up with a vague idea for a novel, article or blog post and crack on with their project immediately, hoping that it will work out well at the end. Planners are the opposite. They produce a series of increasingly detailed plans which describe their big idea, what each component looks like and what they need to do to make each stage of the plan come to fruition, reviewing and revising before they start writing. Now, is it better to be a pantser or a planner? Well, that depends on what's involved and the sort of person you are. There are arguments for and against each, on a practical level and on a psychological one. A lot comes down to your personality, character and preferences, as you might imagine. If you ask me, job hunting is best conducted after a fair bit of planning, and my system benefits from a certain amount of preparation, research and rehearsal. Does that mean that pantsers won't succeed? Not necessarily, although they'll face a lot of challenges if they dig their heels in. So, what are the benefits of preparation? Why should pantsers reconsider their position? And how should you focus your planning efforts? Well, first of all, being prepared to do some serious thinking about your job search in advance of anything else displays a respect of its importance to you. If something's worth doing, it's worth doing properly. If finding a fantastic job with a great employer is high on your list of career objectives, I'd argue that you should devote sufficient time and effort to planning for success rather than flunking out in any way. Otherwise, you're putting yourself down, knocking your chances of achieving what's possible and explicitly stating to the people around you that you're happy to settle for mediocre. Well, there I've put my cards on the table regarding the planner versus pantser argument. I'm an honest guy, I never sugarcoat the bad news, and I have to tell that any non-planning job hunters that they will struggle a lot by persisting with minimal preparation, and certainly so if they want to use my system. Let me hammer the point home by outlining the benefits of planning. I'll give you 5 reasons to plan and prepare as well as you can. First, it gives you rock solid confidence in everything you do, from initial research meetings all the way through to decisive job interviews when hiring decisions will be taken. Self-confidence is an incredibly powerful thing, and you want to make sure that you're armed with as much of it as possible before you begin your job hunting journey. I'll be talking about this in more detail further down the line. Second, it tells you if you're on the right track when you're choosing which job to pitch for and which employer to approach. I'll be getting onto these components of the transformative job search later in this series of tutorials, but I can tell you now that high quality preparation is the key to everything that happens when the action starts to kick in. Third, good planning truly reveals itself when you're in front of hiring decision makers. Experienced recruiters can sniff out a pantser from a mile away, and it's one of the major reasons that candidates who are perceived as chancers or fly-by-nights are immediately dumped from consideration for the job. People who are well prepared, on the other hand, and who can deliver a convincing pitch into the bargain are breaths of fresh air to all but the most jaded interviewers. I'll be telling you how to construct a winning pitch in weeks 8 and 9 of this series. Fourth, and connected with what I've just been saying, effective pitches are built upon the foundations of research and planning. Your interview pitch must be the centerpiece of your job search and focused on answering two key questions. What is the biggest business challenge your target employer faces? And how do you propose to solve it in some way for them? Now, you can't even get close to knowing the substance of the questions, let alone the content of the answers, unless you do some proper preparation. Fifth, excellent delivery in hiring meetings is centred on preparing well and rehearsing assiduously. The latter is especially vital, something I address in an upcoming tutorial when I talk about sandbox practice. This is when you make dummy runs with organisations you don't actually want to work for and practice your interview techniques without any fear of rejection. Again, I'll explain more about this soon. Are you persuaded about the benefits of planning and preparation yet? I do hope so, and I wish you every success in getting this skill mastered. Now for next time, I'll be following up on today's tutorial by thinking about the single most important part of the job search planning phase, which is to build some rock-solid confidence and belief in your abilities to do what needs to be done. This is an essential part of any job search, so that's what's coming along tomorrow. If you prefer to listen to training materials rather than watching them, all of these job search tutorials are available in audio format. Search for the Vocation Cast wherever you get your podcasts and via my Vocation Master website, of course. You'll find written versions of these tutorials there too. Thanks for being with me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.